Videoing?
No. You have to press the little video. It's
Good afternoon. How are you today?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. My name is Allie. I'm the dietitian here at the hospital. And I am coming to talk to you about your type 2 diabetes. But I'm also coming to talk to you about insulin. I'm just here to talk to you about anything that you need, but I want to mainly focus on your diabetes today.
Okay.
So to get things started, I'm sorry that you have to be in the hospital. I was looking through your charts and it sounds to me like you were in a little bit of going through diabetic ketoacidosis when you were admitted, and that's just, I can't imagine, going through that. So I'm sorry that you had to go through that to get where you are, but we're going to make some changes and hopefully get you good to go. So how has your stay been? Everything as good as it can be in a hospital?
Yeah, as good as it can be.
Okay. I see you're NPO, so you're not getting to eat a lot of food, so I bet that's
NPO.
Oh, I'm sorry. I see that you were not taking anything by mouth, so I'm sure you're ready to get out of the hospital and get food.
I'm ready to eat.
I understand that completely. We all like to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I want to talk to you about today, first of all, we're going to talk about your diabetes. And I don't know if you have how much knowledge do you know? What do you know about diabetes? What do you know about your condition?
I just know that, where the insulin is, my body doesn't make it like it's supposed to, and it's really regular, and I have to take medicines to keep my sugar levels basically at the right
Okay, well
level.
that's the basics. But what I want you to be able to do is know how to manage a lifestyle with diabetes, because for somebody who has it, it might be a struggle. So I was reading through your charts, and I said you take metformin, and what's it called?
Glypuride.
Glypuride, for your diabetes, and you'll take Lipitor and Diazide for hypertension and cholesterol.
Mm-hmm.
But I also found in your charts that you did not take your medicine, your glyceride and your metformin like you should, because you said that you didn't like how it made you feel.
Mm-hmm.
So could you elaborate a little bit on how that made you feel?
Sometimes when I take them, they just make me feel kind of weak and dizzy, and occasionally I'll get, short of breath, and I don't like feeling like that, so I don't take them like I'm supposed to, because they make me feel kind of bad.
Okay, well I can understand. That, but we're gonna work on it. I was looking at your diet history, and I see that you are open to eat any kind of food. You like Mexican, Chinese, and that's good that you're open, because I think that we can work with those to maybe get you where you can select your favorite foods, but be on a diet that is appropriate for your needs. And I hope that you're willing to, and by talking to you, I think that you are willing to change, or willing to do what advice I give you. And so to get things started, I want to set some goals with you. I don't know if you're used to setting goals, or I know that you've been in the Army, so I'm sure that you have set many goals in your time. So I want to set these with you, and we're going to set 5 goals. And so I don't know if you feel like writing, but if you don't, I'll write for you.
Okay, you can write for me.
Okay. So what we're going to do is set these goals, and then once we set them, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how we can achieve these goals together. I'm here to guide you, and I want you to be open to ask me anything that you need to know. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so what's your first goal that you would like to achieve?
For a long time, I've been struggling with my diet, eating what I'm supposed to eat. So I guess that would be a good goal for me, is eating how diabetics are supposed to eat.
Okay, that's a great goal. I think you're right for sure on that one. What's another goal that you would like to achieve?
With my high blood pressure and my high cholesterol, it worries me taking my diabetes medicine and how that's going to interfere with my blood pressure and my cholesterol and how all of those are going to, I guess, mix. I mean,
Right.
I'm just worried about those now that I have to take insulin for my diabetes.
Right. Okay. Well, that's a good goal.
And if I change my diet for my diabetes, is that still going to be a good diet for my high blood pressure and my high cholesterol?
That's very smart of you to be thinking it minute ahead on that, and we will definitely address that situation for sure.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have another goal?
You know, with my medicines making me feel so bad sometimes, I feel like I don't really feel like getting exercise, but I think exercise would be good for me because I've gained quite a bit of weight. You know, not real strenuous exercise, but just something to do that's healthy for me.
I think that's a good goal too. I think we all can make that a goal in our everyday lives for sure. Okay, what's another goal that you have?
Well, they told me, you know, that I'm going to have to start taking insulin and not just my pills for my diabetes. So it worries me going home and if I'll know how to do the insulin at home. So I guess that needs to be a goal to be able to know how to do my insulin by myself.
Yeah, because, you know, some people needles can be scary and, you know, I can understand that completely. Okay, let's make one more goal. If you could think of what you would like to do.
Well, before I got in the hospital, my sugar levels were just all over the place a few days before, but then the last couple of days before I came to the hospital, they were really high. So I just want to maintain, you know, accurate or good blood sugar levels.
Yes, I completely understand. I think that's a great idea. I like all of your goals. I think all 5 of these goals are achievable goals. I think they're goals that I think they're great for your condition, and I think these are going to work. Okay, so I want to talk to you first and foremost. I know this wasn't the first goal you set, but this is going to be the first goal that we're going to achieve together. Is giving yourself insulin at home. I know that you're a little nervous about it. Before you leave this hospital, between me, the nurses, and the doctors, we're going to get you able to do this on your own. So when you do go home, it's going to take you a while to get used to, but you'll know exactly what to do, exactly how much to do to give yourself. And we'll also kind of work with you like on how to adjust your insulin based upon what you eat. So that's going to be our main goal we're going to focus on. And this one we're going to achieve before you leave the hospital. Okay. Does that sound like something that you would be interested in? Okay.
They mentioned they talked about that, like a sliding scale or something, the nurse did.
Yeah,
so is that kind of what
we're gonna focus on that. Also, once focused on this, I want to focus on your diet. And I like how you brought up that with your blood pressure and your cholesterol, you would make sure you're eating a diet that's appropriate for that, along with a diabetic diet. And I think that we can definitely achieve that. I also want to get you set on a diet before we leave the hospital. And when I meet up with you in a week, I'm going to kind of start introducing you to the basics of carbohydrate counting. And I think that it's a learning process, but I think that we can catch on. I think you can get it, and I think that it'll make your lifestyle a little bit easier. Have you ever heard do you know anything about carbohydrate counting?
No.
Okay. Maintaining your blood glucose levels obviously is the big deal with your diabetes. So we're going to work on that, and your blood pressure and your cholesterol. When we meet again, we're going to check your levels just to make sure that everything's fine, that you're where you want to be, where they should be, and that you're doing everything that you can to make them that way.
Okay.
And then your final goal that I think that we're going to get to, it might just take us a little while to get there, is exercising. I understand that you work and you're retired from the military, but you work as selling military equipment. Can you describe to me a way that, I know work's not always the easiest place to exercise, but what is your conditions and how can you exercise? What can you do? Is there anything in your job you can do to help you exercise, or what can you do?
I mean, I walk a lot at my job, and like I have to lift up things sometimes.
Okay.
I guess like weights that I could lift up stuff at my store. That's really it.
I think maybe there's a good track here in town. Once you get better, maybe that'll be a good place to start. Maybe just, I don't want you to do anything too strenuous, for first because of your condition and you just got out of the hospital. So you definitely don't need to jump into exercise, and we need to get you healthy on the diet in too. So I really, talking to you, I feel like that these are goals that you can maintain and things that you can accomplish. How do you feel about your goals?
They're things that I want. They're things that I want to accomplish, like you said. But it's just so much, having to transition to insulin is scary by itself. So having to do all of this, it's just a little overwhelming.
Right, and I completely understand that. Is there anything that you can tell me that might interfere with like you not achieving your goals that we need to be aware of?
Well, I just feel, like I said earlier, about my medicines when they make me feel so tired. But even, I've been feeling tired for a lot lately, so I'm just really kind of lazy, to be honest, most of the time. So I don't like to cook. I like to just go and get stuff that's already made. And as far as exercise, I don't want to go the extra steps. I'd rather take the escalator or elevator.
I understand. Like, well, I think we can definitely get a start to your exercise, and I think that'll be a barrier you will not have to worry about anymore.
Okay.
So I want to meet up with you, like I said, whenever you have the hospital a week afterwards. Okay. And then I want to meet up with you maybe once after we have our appointment, our checkup next week. Then we're going to explore when we're going to meet more often. And I want you to know that I'm here for you. If you need anything, any advice, call me. Whatever you need, I can help you with. So it was very nice to meet you.
Thank you.
I hope you get to feeling better and get out of the hospital soon. And I hope that we can get you back on track as much as we can. And so.
Okay, thank you.
See you later.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
How long was that?